So I've told you that I'm going to try to change the way you look at life through this course. And let me tell you specifically how we're going to go about that in the class. On screen, you see part of your syllabus, and it's specifically the last page of the syllabus, which breaks out the course and how we're going to approach it. So in the first column, you see the topics of each of the modules. You can see that there are 4 modules to the course that I think are bound up in logical elements, and you'll also see they represent about a week of time. You can work ahead in this class if you want, with 2 exceptions. You have to comment on each other's videos for the OP assignment, and then for the negotiation assignment, there's an opportunity to do that face-to-face, which I'll talk more about towards the end of the video. But I have to buy the Harvard Business Review cases to allow you, if you're going to do the hand-in assignment, you're not going to come to the face-to-face negotiations. And I hold off towards it later into the class period to see who can and can't make the face-to-face negotiations, so I don't buy more of the cases than I have to, because I'm actually paying for the individual copies of the cases. So you can see Module 1, we start out with the basics of entrepreneurship, creativity, the individual as an entrepreneur, what opportunity looks like. Module 2 is the planning element. Once we've settled on an idea, how do we build a plan and how do we present that plan? Module 3 is all about entrepreneurial finance. And then Module 4, we look at some of the legal issues of entrepreneurship, the harvest, and we have a great block on negotiation, something I think that you're going to find there's a lot of utility in. The second column are the readings associated with each module. This is your textbook for the course. It is the Portable MBA in Entrepreneurship, and you're going to love this book for 2 reasons. First of all, it's very easy to read. It's got excellent material. But the reason you're going to love me up front for selecting this as a book is it's cheap. It's only about 20 bucks. I can't explain to you why it's so much cheaper than a normal textbook, but it just is, and aren't we all happy for that? It is very much oriented toward an MBA level student. Sometimes I have students take this course and it's their first or second course in the MBA program, and they're a little bit behind on some of the business terminology. So let me suggest to you, if that's your situation, that you consider buying an undergraduate textbook. This is the textbook I use in my undergraduate entrepreneurship course. It's Entrepreneurship by Behringer in Ireland. I'm trying to hold it close to the camera so that you can see all the information. If you're a little bit intimidated by the lingo, then buy that textbook. You can buy an edition or 2 used. It doesn't really matter. They don't change much, for about 20 bucks, and you can have a great review session. And those 2 put together will give you a great look at entrepreneurship. I doubt that any of you will need to do that, but if you find yourself intimidated by the Portable MBA in Entrepreneurship, then that's a way to get around it. The next part of the table shows you the video topics. I've recorded a series of video lectures. I try to keep the lectures relatively short, 10 minutes or less, and I make this promise to you. What is in the lectures, or I'm sorry, what are in the videos are not a regurgitation of what's in the Portable MBA in Entrepreneurship. So they cover unique sets of materials. I love the Portable MBA in Entrepreneurship, but there are certain areas I want to dive into, or I want to set the stage for the discussion with the video lectures. So I encourage you to watch those. They're all on YouTube. If you have trouble with your hearing for some reason, you can also call up the closed captioning, which you can on all YouTube videos now. I don't correct that captioning just yet, so it won't be perfectly accurate, but it'll be close enough that you can get the sense. The last part of the table talks about the assignments that are due. You see that in each module there is 1 major assignment, with the exception of the last module where it shows 2. One of those assignments is basically a final exam for the course. The second is the negotiation assignment. We're going to have an option early in July of coming together one evening and doing a set of face-to-face negotiations. You can do that, attend those face-to-face negotiations and complete your assignment, or you can turn in a written assignment. And again, I'll talk more about that later. I do want to be honest with you on the assignments. These are not something that you're going to whip out in an hour or 2. I encourage you, before you actually dive into the course, to look at the assignments. They're all there and they're ready for you. And look through them to get a sense of what's going to be required. in part because as you go through and you study the material, it's going to allow you to cue in a little bit better on that material. So, as I've alluded to, I encourage you to step through things week by week, although you could, in theory, work ahead. And if you let me know you're not going to attend the face-to-face negotiations, you could perhaps be done with this class before actually the end of June because the material is all there. But I encourage you to walk through them sequentially and kind of stay with us in the class. You can expect a weekly email from me setting the stage for what you're going to be doing in the next module and commenting on how things went in the previous module. At any time, please feel free to reach out to me. In the syllabus, I talk about the various ways to contact me. I'll be honest, I don't love online classes, but I understand, particularly in the summer, this is absolutely what the market demands. So we're going to do the best we can in the online format, but I want you to feel very free to reach out to me and connect human to human so that we can up your learning to a higher level. Got one last introductory video, and it's because I want you to specifically understand the quizzes.